Ugh. I just wish we had something to defeat that stupid sponge dork and his idiotic friends. Yeah, I know, boss, but look, I'm sure we'll fig- I'm sure that we'll always go after that stupid sponge dork and his worthless loser friends for what they did to Plankton after all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series. Boss? Yeah, what is it, Sonic? It looks like I got the best plan. Oh, really? Yes. I've heard that in the Seaside Ocean City News Wikipedia page, it says here that this guy named Diamond Steve and friends are plotting to help out the SpongeBob SquarePants series' version of that stupid sponge dork to watch their to watch Wednesdays' episode of the My Cute Little Shooting Star Sonic the Hedgehog series' Wednesday episode to discover what evidence they have in store for him. Oh, so from now on, we're gonna head on over to Puppy Aqua's place, and then we'll finally destroy that video once and for all. So that way, that stupid sponge dork and that Sonic Stone brat would finally end their friendship with each other once and for all. Sonic? That is a genius idea! Great work, Sonic! I knew I could count on you. Now let's hustle, now! As you wish, boss. Knock, knock, it's Knuckles. All right. Bye-bye, Wednesday's episode of Evidence Day. Oh boy, I can't wait until tomorrow night because this episode is going to be so awesome tomorrow night. And I can't believe it. Today's the day where I could finally work on the My Crossworlds episode between the My Tiny Miracle Colorful Stage Simpsons series and Simpsons series Revival. This is going to be so fun. Is he still looking? Nope, he's not looking. All right, you guys, let's go. All right. All right, you guys, we're in the house. So here's the deal. Sonic and Knuckles, you two head on out there and get Puppy Aqua, and then I'll be meeting you guys back to the lair. All right, you two? As you wish, boss. Yeah, as you wish, boss. All right. I'm gonna be out right here waiting for you. All right, boss. So yeah, and oh man, this is gonna be so awesome. And nice work, you guys. Now let's go. Oh man, I can't believe about what Plankton tried to do in the last episode. I know, right? Where he kidnapped Jessica DeKiko for trying to disappear her? What the heck is wrong with him? Yeah, you're right, Patrick. Yeah, but you were right, Patrick. Both Plankton and Bubble Bass are really getting on our nerves. Yeah, and I know. They all drive us nuts. Yeah, those guys are kind of driving us nuts. And I swear that if this Flying Dutchman guy ever shows up for coming to life as another villain in our series, we're just gonna have to be so done for. What? No way, Pearl. We are never ever gonna be done for if there was another villain who shows up. And besides, even if there was another villain who shows up, we'll always save the day by taking him out. Yeah, that's right. And oh my gosh, guys, didn't you hear about what's been going on in the Seaside Ocean City News Wikipedia page lately? No, what about it, SpongeBob? Apparently, in the Seaside Ocean City News Wikipedia page, it says here that Diamond Steve and his friends came on over to SpongeBob to help him out with some sort of some sort of evidence fair to get this mess over with, so that way the other version of me can actually go watch, can finally try out thinking about if he's ever going to watch our episode on Wednesday or not next Tuesday. Yeah, wow. Yeah, SpongeBob. I really hope they do too, because I don't know what we do if the SpongeBob SquarePants series' version of you has ended your friendship with Sonic the Legendary Hero. Yeah, I know, guys, but don't worry. Hopefully next Tuesday, when we were back on next Tuesday, we'll see what we can do to find out if the SpongeBob SquarePants series' version of me is gonna watch an episode of us or not, to prove his innocence against Eggman or something. But in the meantime, we'll just lie down here and, what was that? No, someone help me! Uh-oh. No, someone help me! Be quiet, you stupid puppy dork, because you have been exposing Eggman for way too long, and I won't hurt it. So from now on, we're gonna kidnap you to erase the living daylights out of that episode, so there will be no one left to expose Eggman ever again. Uh-oh. Guys, we have a problem. What? What's going on, SpongeBob? Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Meow, meow. Yeah, what's going on, SpongeBob? Yeah, what's wrong? Guys, Bubble Bass is back, and this time he's trying to kidnap Aqua for trying to erase the living daylights out of last Wednesday's episode of Us, when there will be no one left to expose Eggman ever again. Oh no! That is it. We have to go. We're gonna head on out there and save Puppy Aqua from Bubble Bass before he does something terrible to him. Yeah, because no one ever takes Puppy Aqua, our creator, or ever. That's right, guys. Well, anyways, it's about time for us to go rescue Puppy Aqua while the time is right. All right, Mr. Krabs. Heh. Excellent work, boys. Now tie him up. No, let go of me. As you wish, boss. What? No. We did it. We finally kidnapped that stupid puppy dork. For taming the cute little shooting stars' version of that Sonic Stone brat into exposing Eggman over a stupid reason every single time. That's right. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Gosh dang it, Bubble Bass, why am I even here? Well, you stupid puppy dork, I've heard that you have been taming that Sonic Stone brat down into exposing Eggman a lot over a stupid reason. And I don't like that. So that's why I'm here. To take you out and to erase the living daylights out of your episode from Wednesday. You what? No, you can't just disappear. You can't just delete that video like that. No, you can't just delete that video. What if you did that when there was no hero left to save Sonic and SpongeBob's friendship? Well, that's too bad. This is what you get for all of the mischief that this stupid sponge dork has been committing against Plankton. After all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series. So brace yourself, you stupid little puppy dork. Oh no, not again. Are you kidding me? That's right, I'm here, Bubble Bass. Anyways, hand over our creator, Puppy Aqua, right now so you can give him back to us, or else you will get the horns. Bubble Bass. No way. Because I about had it with you for what you did to Plankton after all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series, you stupid sponge dork. So that's why I am trying to erase the living daylights out of Puppy Aqua's episode on Wednesday. So that way there will be no hero stealer left to expose Eggman ever again. Bubble Bass, no, you better not. Oh, I will. And you're gonna watch me right now. Sonic, Knuckles, attack them. Yes, boss. That's it, Gary. You know what to do, right? What? Now to finally erase the living daylights out of that episode once and for all. And then... What? Now, if you ever try to erase the living daylights out of Wednesday's episode, I will literally beat the living daylights out of you and your minions, Bubble Bass. Oh! Puppy Aqua! Thank you, SpongeBob and friends. You saved my life. Yeah. And we also saved the day by stopping Bubble Bass from deleting the episode. Holy sweet fruitcakes! You're right! You did save that episode from being deleted. So from now on, the other version of you can finally do everything he can to watch last Wednesday's episode next Tuesday. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yes, indeed it is, SpongeBob and friends. Well, anyways, it's about time for me to head on back home so I can finally work on tomorrow's episode of the My Tiny Miracle Colorful Stage Simpson series. Sayonara, Sayonara, SpongeBob and friends. Sayonara, Puppy Aqua. Well, anyways, guys, it's about time for us to head on back home before Bubble Bass comes back. All right, SpongeBob. Yeah! 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 Ugh. This isn't the end of me! I'll get you back for this, you stupid sponge dork! Or else it's the last thing I do! Ugh! Oh, man, I can't believe about what Bubble Bass tried to do. I know, right? He kidnapped Puppy Aqua for trying to erase the living daylights out of Wednesday's episode. Ooh, so there will be no one left when there was nobody left to expose Eggman ever again? What the heck is wrong with that guy? Yeah, I know. You know what, guys? You were right. Those stupid villains, which are Plankton and Bubble Bass, are really getting on our nerves. Yeah, and oh my gosh, why couldn't Bubble Bass just admit that? But look, all he needs to do is just give up. Because there is no heck way that he is ever going to avenge Plankton at all. Yeah, I know. But that Bubble Bass guy is really getting on our nerves. Tell me about it. Ugh. Well, hey, I mean, at least we all saved the day by rescuing Puppy Aqua and taking out Bubble Bass, Sonic, and Knuckles. And then now Puppy Aqua is finally on his way back to work on tomorrow's episode of the My Tiny Miracle Colorful Stage Simpson series tomorrow night. Oh yeah. And I can't wait. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe this is actually happening. Tell me about it, SpongeBob. Now this has got to be amazing. Yeah, for sure. Well, anyways, guys, it's about time for us to wait until the SpongeBob SquarePants series' version of SpongeBob watches the episode next Tuesday. Now that we stopped Bubble Bass from erasing the living daylights out of Wednesday's episode. Alright, Squidward. You stupid imbeciles! Ow! How? Every time we get the urge to erase the living daylights out of an episode, it just doesn't work! Ugh, we were so close on this one. Ugh, yeah, I know. And that stupid little sponge dork and his idiotic friends ruined everything. Yeah, tell me about it. But look, we never give up and we never ever will. Oh, that's right, Sonic and Knuckles. We never give up and we never ever will until we finally get our hands on that stupid sponge dork for what he did to Plankton after all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series. That's for sure, yeah. Sponge dork and friends, you may have won for now, but when I'm back, you won't be so lucky next time. In fact, whenever I finally get my hands on you, you will finally be done for, and then you'll finally be destroyed for what you did to Plankton after all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series, or else it's the last thing I do. So just you wait, because I'm coming for you, Sponge Dork and friends. Alright guys, it's about time for us to figure out our next plan in the meantime. Alright boss. Alright guys, well it's about time for us to just wait until the SpongeBob SquarePants series' version of me watches Wednesday's episode of the My Cute Little Shooting Stars Sonic the Hedgehog series next Tuesday. In the meantime, now that we saved the day by stopping that video from being erased. Alright, SpongeBob. It looks like Bubble Bass was back to his schemes, to where this time he actually kidnaps Puppy Aqua. What the heck is wrong with him? But then, of course, Puppy Aqua was kidnapped by Bubble Bass, and then out of nowhere, Bubble Bass tried to erase the living daylights out of Wednesday's episode, so that way there will be no one left to expose Eggman for what he did to ruin Sonic and SpongeBob's friendship. What the heck is wrong with him? But then, of course, SpongeBob and his friends have finally rescued Puppy Aqua by taking out Bubble Bass, Sonic, and Knuckles. So now Puppy Aqua can finally go back home to work on tomorrow's episode of the My Tiny Miracle Corval Stage Simpson series. So stay tuned for that, Mina Sensei. Well, anyways, so will Bubble Bass finally get his revenge on SpongeBob for what he did to Plankton after all that time ago in episode 1 of the My Little Sponge on the Run series? Or will, of course, SpongeBob and his friends will always save the day by taking out Plankton and Bubble Bass every single time they try to come up with a new plan? So that way they'll finally have some rest. Hopefully. Stay tuned for more of the My Little Sponge on the Run series. Sayonara, Mina Sensei!